Inside and sit down.
Hi. Welcome to the mystery tour. Relax. Plenty more locked doors where we're going. And people to push you around. Here we go. Goodbye to the real world for a while. Oh, it's not that bad.
Have you been to prison before?
On and off. Not this one, though. Went to Barnhurst last time.
What was it like?
Not like home, I've got to admit. But it wasn't too bad.
What did you... I mean, why were you in there?
Little misdemeanors. A couple of cops who didn't see things my way. Nothing big. Not like this one, anyway.
This one?
Same as you. Anyway, my name's Sandy. I reckon we'll be seeing a bit of each other for a while. We might as well be mates. Smoke?
No, thanks, I don't.
Quite right. Don't you grow. Well, Wentworth, here we come.
These are to be filed, right? And I want those as soon as possible.
Can I have a word with you, please, Miss Conway?
Of course.
We have 2 new arrivals this morning, both long-termers. They can go straight into H block. Can you handle the proceedings?
Oh, I imagine so. Who are they?
Well, there's Kate Peterson, murder, and Sandra Edwards, murder as well.
It'll be a murderous morning.
Hope you don't mean that literally. You still right for today?
Of course.
Good. I'll pick you up about 7:30. Do you like Indian food?
Oh, not all that much. I'm a bit conservative when it comes to what I eat.
Good. I know just the place.
I suppose the only contact you ever had with the police was a driver's license, eh?
Not quite. If I ever got lost, I'd always ask a friendly policeman.
Friendly? Hard to imagine. You going to appeal?
There's no point. What would I appeal against? You seem to know a lot about me.
I like to keep in touch. I've read the papers. Sounds like you've got a pretty reasonable sort of trial, but I'd appeal just the same.
Maybe I could, but really I'm in no condition to even think about that yet. I can't even begin to accept what's happening.
You'll get used to it.
You're so calm about it all.
Why not? What's the point in getting myself in a knot? I did what I did. And that's it.
You're convicted of murder too.
Guilty as charged.
You don't sort of look like a murderer.
You reckon I don't look like a murderer?
Oh, yes. I see what you mean.
I tell you something. There are 2 sorts of people doing time. The goodies and the baddies. That's the difference between you and me.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm a crim. A professional. But you're a doctor who made a mistake.
Yes, I certainly did.
So, this is the old Wentworth slammer, eh?
It's enough of that. You're in prison now and you'll behave accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, you're not out for a Sunday stroll. Come this way.
I bet she's new. You can always tell when they lay all that crap on you. She's probably more scared than you are.
She couldn't be. I'm scared stiff.
Come on, you two. You stand on the line and you over there. Your name is Catherine Elaine Peterson?
Yes?
You have been charged and convicted of murder. You've been sentenced to 15 years jail to serve a minimum of 12, is that correct?
Yes.
Right, go to the counter, remove all jewellery and your watch. Officer Perry will take your belongings and you'll sign for them. Your name is Sandra Edwards?
Who?
Sandra Edwards.
No, that's not me. That should say Janine Scott, immoral earnings in 3 weeks. I'll tell you what, if this chick got less than 3 weeks, I'll be her if you like.
Get on the line. These papers correct?
As far as I know.
Then someone's made a mistake. Look, I better check at the City Watch House. They'll be able to tell me.
Better go and get Mr. Fletcher. I see. Edwards, here. Good, well, thank you very much.
Here's trouble. He looks like the boss.
Boss?
All right, tell me
Governor.
the story in detail.
The Watch House had a Janine Scott on a 3-week sentence for immoral earnings, but she should be on her way to Barnhurst. Edwards and Peterson are coming here, according to their records.
All right, Edwards, Peterson, on your feet.
Did I hear you say I was meant to go to Barnhurst? Oh, they did get things mixed up, didn't they? But don't worry. I'll catch a taxi if you like.
You stay right where you were.
They'll soon work it out. If you keep going, you'll get into trouble.
Yeah, well, I suppose I've had my fun. Mr. Fletcher, isn't it?
That's right.
I suppose I'd better own up.
I thought so. I don't care who you think you are, Edwards. In here, you're just another prisoner. I'm here to make sure that you understand that. All right?
Yes, Mr. Fletcher.
Good. Carry on, please, Miss Conway.
Get on that line. Beds to be made by morning muster. If they're not neat, they will be made again. All personal items to be kept tidy at all times.
What's that for?
End of work. There's a 15-minute break, then muster and lunch.
Where do we go for lunch?
You'll be shown. In the meantime, get on with your beds.
Slow down, she's gone.
Can't imagine why anyone would want to work here.
Desperation. Or they're just bent that way.
I'm glad we're in together. At least I'll have someone to talk to.
Suits me, too. If I get appendicitis in the middle of the night, you can operate on the spot.
Might as well forget about medicine. By the time I get out of here, I won't be of any use to anyone.
You never know. They might put you to work in the prison hospital.
Hardly. I'm in for murder, remember?
Nah, you're a oncer. They'll know that.
Hello. Can I come in?
Sure.
I'm Judy Bryant.
You got yourself a good job in the office. You must be a trustee.
Yeah, I guess so.
Been in long?
Long enough.
Hey, I know who you are. You're the chick that made the tapes when you were on the run. Oh, I'm glad to know you.
Yeah, well, it was a long time ago. It didn't do any good either.
Oh, I'm Sandy. This is Kate.
Sandy.
Hello.
Kate, you're a doctor, aren't you?
I used to be.
Yeah. Listen, it's almost muster. Why don't you come down the rec room and meet the girls?
Why not? Coming?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. You got to get used to it sometime.
All right.
You know, I wouldn't mind being an archie-thingy, you know, inventing new buildings.
Architect.
Yeah, that's it. I'd be real easy. And those blokes make squillions. Hey, look, I've done one already.
Yeah, it's pretty weak, I reckon. Looks like you'll have to start again, Mouse. Oh, Jude, it looks like you're going to have to put up with me a bit longer.
I'd like you to meet Kate, and this is Sandy. Hello. You know what? Sandy really made Fletch and Conway sit up and take notice. You're not going to believe what she did. When they brought her in, she said she was someone else. Conway was nearly in tears. They really fell for it.
G'day, girls. Hello. Not a bad little setup you got here.
Yeah, well, I'd like you to meet Doreen. That's Cheryl and Mouse, Tammy, Nola, Lil, Mary, and Tina.
Don't you want to know what I got?
Yeah, I already heard. You got 6 months, huh?
I didn't get 6 months. I got 2 years and 18 months as concurrent.
I'm facing 15 years.
That'll teach you to be a bad girl. Hey, who's in the top slot around here?
Oh, B. Smith.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of her. Where is she?
Well, right now she's working the braille machine in the library, but usually she works in the laundry.
Yeah, and I work the press when she's away.
Is that right? Well, I'm looking forward to meeting her. Well, for prison food, it'll do the job.
I thought it was awful. Overcooked, over-salted. How on earth are we going to eat that for the next...
Oh, it's not that bad. You'll get the hang of it.
I suppose so.
I wonder where B. Smith got to.
Yeah, Doreen said she had a headache, stayed in her cell.
Yeah, it was a bit strange. Mari Winter at Barnhurst told me all about her. I thought she'd be checking us out straight away. I reckon something's brewing.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just had that feeling. We could do worse, you know. 3 meals a day, good company, nice little lounge down the corridor. Not bad at all.
God, I wish I could feel like that. I still can't believe I'm in here, that I can't just get up and walk home.
That'll wear off. This'll feel like home after a while.
God, I hope not. You know, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see my son.
What's his name?
Jerry. He's 3. I've loved 2 people in my life, and I've lost both of them.
The bloke you killed?
No, that was Conrad. I'm talking about my husband, Jerry. He was killed in a car crash. I didn't think I could go on. Then my baby was born, and I just lived for him.
Then this Conrad turned up.
Yes. Oh, I suppose I wanted somebody to share things with. I was lonely. If only I'd known what he really was. When I knew for certain he was going to kill my little boy, what else could I have done?
I would have done the same. Any man that tries to kill a little kid like that doesn't deserve to live.
I know, but look at me now. I mean, what good has it done me?
Listen, Kate. It may sound like corny advice, but I've been around, and I know what a place like this can do to your mind. You've got to forget all that. We're in here for a long one. You might as well make the most of it.
Yes, I know. It's just hard to accept, that's all.
You'll make it. We start work in the laundry tomorrow. I reckon there'll be plenty to keep us busy.
Yes.
Peterson, outside.
Pardon?
You wanted in the governor's office? No.
What for?
Well, never mind what for. You come with me.
Oh, I'm not going like this. Can't it wait until I'm ready?
When you are ordered to do something, Peterson, you do it. Now move.
I believe I have a perfect right to get dressed first.
I don't know who you think you are, or why you think you should be treated any differently from anyone else. But I'll explain it to you, once. In here, you are a prisoner, and as such, you will do what you are told, when you are told, and if you do not, you will be punished.
You mean I've no right to know why I'm being summoned?
Do I have to drag you out?
All right. But I don't think you have any right to treat me like an animal.
Move it, you two. And she refused to obey the order to move.
I see. These are very serious charges, Peterson. What do you got to say for yourself?
Well, I don't believe I did anything wrong. I simply objected to being brought in here half-dressed, and I wanted to know why I was required. It's only basic courtesy.
I'm afraid you won't find much courtesy around here.
Well, I expect at least to be treated like a normal person.
I'm afraid you're going to have to get used to a rather different set of rules in here, Peterson.
You mean I'm not permitted to know anything unless an officer chooses to tell me?
You'll be told what's considered necessary. Otherwise, you just have to accept things the way they are.
I see.
Right, well, I'll let it go this time. But if it happens again, you'll go and report. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about was your prison work. From reading your file, it's obvious that we'd be wasting your abilities in the laundry.
I don't want special treatment.
Well, we could certainly use your training. We don't have a medical officer at the moment.
Mr. Fletcher, what I have just been through, including this morning, makes me realize that I am no different from any of the other unfortunate women in here. If I'm to be accepted as one of them, I would like to be treated as such.
I see. Well, I don't want to push you into anything. Why don't you think about it? Let me know if you change your mind.
May I go now?
Yes, of course. If you need anything, just let me know.
I will. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher.
Wait outside, Peterson. Why did you let her off?
It's early days yet. She needs time to settle in.
Well, what do you think the other women are going to think when they see her getting away scot-free?
I don't think they're going to find out.
Well, I'm going to look very silly if they do.
No, I don't think so. And I don't think she'll do it again.
I'm not so sure.
Well, I am. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. And what I said to you last night still goes. I think you're doing a great job. All you need is a bit more experience.
She may be new, but she's not soft. She'll stick up for her rights.
Yeah, she certainly told a discount screwer to get off.
Yeah, Fletcher's not going to do it about her, though. He'll probably have her working in the hospital.
Well, that's good. We ought to have our own doctor.
Oh, I don't know. She's just a prisoner to them. She'll have access to dope, knives, alcohol, all that kind of stuff. I don't think they'll go that far. Well, she didn't get sent to the pound anyway.
She looks okay to me.
How come you're so worried about her?
I'm not worried about her. I just like the way she stands up for herself.
What happened?
Nothing much.
Did you do a deal with Fletch? He likes your sort.
There was a misunderstanding, that's all.
How come you knocked off that bloke?
Lay off.
Yeah. He was a threat to my child. He could have killed him.
Oh. How come you couldn't prove that in court?
What is this? Are you planning to join the cops? Why don't you mind your own business?
What's it to you?
You better beat it while you're in front.
You threatening me?
Put it this way, my tubby little friend. I'm in here for murder, but that's only the one they got me on. I could always add one more. Big deal. So, this is a sweatshop, eh? Hell, it looks like a museum.
Well, I hate to tell you this, honey, but that's been said before.
Just my luck. B. Smith here today?
No, she'd be working in the library.
Right. Then I think I'll have a go at the press.
Oh, I always work the press, you see.
Hey, guess what?
You can have a go some other time.
Jude's on the press because Bee's away. And when Jude's in the office, it's me.
Look, why don't you swap around? Take it in turns. It could make things more interesting.
Good idea. Come on, what's the hold-up?
Sandy, it's mine.
Oh, come off it. What's so special about this old thing anyway? Of course, if you want to fight me for it. I'll be in that too. Now, who's first? Any takers? What the hell's the big deal anyway? It's only a bloody laundry press. Someone's got to do it.
Bea always works the press.
Well, she's not here, so I'm gonna do it.
Sandy, Doreen and I always work the press when Bea's not here.
So now the three of us can do it. Like Kate said.
So what the hell's the matter with you, girl? You've been here 5 minutes and you got the place all turned upside down. Now, you've been inside before. You know how the system works.
Yeah, I know how the system works. And who works the bloody laundry press isn't usually part of it. When it comes to the code, I stick by it. But don't expect me to put up with this kind of stupid kid stuff.
Well, I don't think Bea's gonna call it kid stuff.
Oh, well. What have we here? The Daily Summit meeting. Get on with your work. Peterson, you're to come with me. Mrs. Morris wants to see you. Bryant.
Well, I'm not putting up with it.
Oh, who cares? If she wants it, let her have it. It's not worth the hassle.
What the hell's the matter with you? We're always supposed to see that things run smoothly now that Bea's not here.
Look, the way Bea's been acting lately, she's not going to give you any thanks for it anyway.
Well, you can cop out if you like to, but I'm not going to. All right. Joke's over. Rack off.
Hey, come on, Judy. This isn't worth fighting over. Let's forget it. Shake on it?
Okay. Oh, God.
I'll play the game, but don't expect me to put up with this kind of stupid kid stuff. Now, do I get to work the press, or do you get your arm permanently pleated?
I haven't heard the last of this.
How's it going?
Oh, okay, now I'm getting the hang of it.
That's pretty good, I think.
A bit slow, yeah. I suppose it'll pick up when I get used to it. Listen, how long are they going to keep me on this?
Well, it's up to you. Depends what sort of a job you make of it.
Any chance of it becoming full-time?
Not sure, but would you want to? I mean, it might get a bit boring after a while.
Well, no more than the laundry. Look, I've been thinking. Maybe I could work on the braille machine part of the time and look after the library for the rest.
And what about the laundry? Who'd look after that?
Oh, they can sort that out amongst themselves. That's no great problem.
Look, I tell you what, Smith. I'll take a chance on you. How'd you like to work here on your own?
What, you mean unsupervised?
That's right. If you settle down, show that you can be trusted, we'll see about making you full-time librarian.
Yeah.
Don't think we'll be meeting you anymore if you tell Officer Powell you're released for other duties. Now remember, Smith, it's up to you.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks.
Hi, Bea. How's it going?
Okay. How's the sweatshop?
Here. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You know that new girl, Sandy Edwards? She's taken over the press.
So?
So, what are you going to do about it?
What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? I came down here looking for a bit of peace and quiet. What is wrong with you and the others? If you don't like it, do something about it. But don't keep running to me. Stand on your own 2 feet for a change.
Bea, you're the boss.
Am I?
Well, you always made us leave the decisions to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jude. Look, I am just fed up with fighting everyone to try and stay on top. Guess it must be change of life or something.
Yeah, well, change is as good as a holiday, they say, you know.
I just thought I'd have a chat with you about my position here. Apart from being a parole officer, I'm a sort of unofficial social worker.
I see.
So if you come up against any problems that you feel you just can't handle, then I'm always available to help out if I can.
Thank you. Of course, it's all rather strange at the moment, but I expect it'll take a little time to settle in.
Yes, yes, it will. Look, I don't wish to pry into your past, but there's something I feel I ought to explain. It could save you a lot of suffering.
What is it?
It's about your little boy. Have you mentioned it to the other women?
Only to my cellmate, Sandy Edwards. Why?
Well, I would be very careful about how the story gets out. You see, the women here have a very protective attitude towards children. And if someone finds out the fact that you kept going with this man after he threatened your little boy, then things could get very nasty for you.
But that's not how it happened at all.
Yes, yes, I know. But believe me, it can happen. If someone gets a set against you, they could twist the facts around to suit their own ends. So please, keep a low profile until you see how the prison code works. Okay?
Yes, yes, I will. Thank you for warning me.
Yes, well, I've got some other people to see. Be careful. And good luck.
Thank you.
Clean yourself up while you're there, will you? You look like something the garbage man brought in.
Look, Mrs. Morris, thanks, but no thanks. Well, take a look at my record. I cut my teeth on institutions and places like this. I got my first conviction when I was 14, and since then I've notched up another 20 or so.
Well, perhaps if you'd been able to get some help earlier or been able to talk to somebody, you might not be able to make that boast.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not crowing. I would have been bragging more if I hadn't got caught. In every one of those cases, I made my own decision. It was my choice. I got caught. Them's the breaks.
But what about your future? You're still only young. Is this the way you want to spend the rest of your life?
What future? I'm up for over 20 years. Look, Mrs. Morris, you seem to be a very nice lady, but all of you social welfare workers are the same. You come from the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, it's not your fault. Your hearts might be in the right place, but your minds just don't work the same way.
Well, actually, Sandy, I'd like to tell you that
Don't get me wrong. I know you help a lot of people. Oncers who aren't thinking straight and make a mistake. They can do with your help. But not people like me. I play the cards as they're dealt.
22-year sentence, eh? I think you've just run out of aces.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just bluffing. Oh, God save me from social workers.
I quite liked her. At least she knows what she's talking about, having worked here as a prison officer.
She was a screw?
That's what I heard.
Well, what do you know?
It's good to know there's someone you can go to talk to if you need some help.
No way, Kate. In this place, the only help you can rely on is self-help.
That's all very well for you to say. You're used to places like this, but what about women like me? It's a totally different world. We need friends.
Friendships can fall apart pretty quickly in places like this. There's no one you can rely on.
What are you saying, Sandy? That I mustn't rely on you?
Yes. Oh, I'll play it as straight as I'm allowed, but I can't guarantee I'll always be what you want me to be. Hi. Looking for someone?
No. I'm sorry, I thought this was my room.
Oh, well, that's an easy mistake to make. They all look the same. Well, come on in and visit. You must be new around here, too.
Yes, I suppose I am.
Are you feeling all right?
This is Kate, and I'm Sandy, which is better than being dirty. Want a cup of coffee? What do we call you?
Linda. Linda Goldman.
Have you been here long, Linda?
No.
Just seems like forever, huh?
Yes.
Kate, what do you want?
Milk, no sugar.
Linda? What do you want?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, there's no point, is there?
Mrs. Morris?
Yes, Kate, what's the problem?
Have you seen Linda Goldman?
Well, not lately. She's been in solitary.
Well, I think someone ought to see her, and soon. She's in a terrible state.
In what way?
In my opinion, I'd say she was on the verge of a breakdown.
Oh, come on, she's just been in solitary. Some women take it harder than others. She'll be all right in a little while.
I tell you, I've seen the symptoms before. She needs urgent medical help.
And I've seen the symptoms. And I tell you, you're overreacting.
If I had a patient on the outside in her condition, I'd make sure she received treatment.
But this isn't the outside, and she's not your patient. Now, I told you this morning things are different in here. A member of staff will make those decisions, not a prisoner.
You also said you were here to help. Maybe you were an officer here too long. Maybe you can't tell when help is really needed.
Come in.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Fletcher. But Peterson insists on seeing you. I tried to put her off, but she's demanded her rights.
What's it all about, you know?
Well, I tried to get her to tell me, but she wouldn't. She said she'd only speak to you.
All right, show her in then, will you?
Peterson?
Thank you for seeing me, Mr. Fletcher. I wouldn't have bothered you, but I do consider it to be serious.
Well, how can I help you?
Well, it concerns one of the other prisoners, Linda Goldman.
Well, what about it?
Apparently, she's just come out of solitary confinement.
That's correct.
Well, Mr. Fletcher, I don't know if you've seen her, but that girl needs help, and quickly. She's under severe mental strain, and if something isn't done soon, she could go over the edge.
I see. Well, I appreciate your concern, but, well, she has been in solitary confinement. It does have a bad effect on people, but I'm sure you'll find it's only temporary.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you're right. I am a qualified doctor, and I've had the chance to study her at close range. She shows all the signs of severe melancholia, psychotic depression. She needs urgent psychiatric assessment.
I see. Well, thank you for bringing it to our attention. I'll certainly look into it.
Thank you. Believe me, I'm not overreacting, as Mrs. Morris said I was. I have seen all the symptoms before.
You've already spoken to Mrs. Morris?
Yes, for all the good it did.
I see. Well, as I said, I'll look into it.
Have a nice little chat with the governor, did you?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Really?
And what was that fascinating bit of information that you passed on that was only good for the governor's ears?
It was confidential.
Yeah, I bet it was. Do you know what we call passing information onto the screws? It's called lagging. And anyone doing it is liable to find themselves bashed in a quiet corner.
That's right. Now, either you're going to tell us what you said to the governor, or we're going to take it for granted that you lagged.
All right, girls, lay off. Butt out of this, Sandy. She's a lagger.
I was not lagging, as you put it. I was just trying to help one of the women who's sick.
I bet you were. You were trying to get in good with the screws.
Don't do anything silly, Judy. Just take a friend and move along. No fuss, huh?
Thank you.
What were you talking to the governor about? Linda?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you tell them? You could have saved yourself a lot of trouble.
They didn't give me the chance. Anyway, it's none of their business.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to teach you how to look after yourself, because I'm not going to be around all the time, you know. Hi. You must be B. Smith. I'm Sandy Edwards.
Yeah, I sort of guessed that.
I hear the press is usually your job.
That's right. Any objections?
No, thanks. I've heard too much about you.
Well, you can always try if you're feeling lucky.
After what Mari Winter told me about you, I'd have to be a dill. She said you're the top dog. That's good enough for me.
Mari Winter, eh? How long are you in for?
22 years. Or so they say. But I'll be out long before that.
What escape.
Oh, that's for mugs. I've got a much better way. And it's all legal. It's all in the way you handle the screws. You see, you come in here and make out you're a right troublemaker. Then over the next few years, you settle down. Play the game. Let them think they've rehabilitated you. Then they put you up for parole, and you show them you've seen the error of your ways. And they let you out. Then you're back on the outside and you pick up where you left off. Do you want your press back now?
No, thanks. You can have it for a while. I prefer it working up in the library. It's a lot more peaceful. And besides, I'm fed up with fighting other people's battles for them.
Mrs. Smith, my name is Kate Peterson. I'm one of the new girls.
I know. What can I do for you?
Well, nothing much, really. It's just that I've heard quite a lot about you, and I understand you're fairly powerful where the prisoners are concerned. Well, I wanted to tell you a few facts about my background. I've heard about the famous prison grapevine and how facts can become distorted, so I've decided to tell you the truth about my baby so I can scotch any rumors before they start.
And am I the first to get this information, or have you already given it to the governor?
That's what I mean, you see. Rumors, distorted facts.
Then why did you go to the governor?
I wasn't lagging. But apart from that, I can't tell you any more. I'm a doctor. I must hold on to my professional ethics.
Well, we have certain ethics in here, too. Now, I suggest if you want us to know the truth about you and your baby, you speak up so we can all hear it.
No, it's my own private business. I was only telling you...
Kate, come on, they can't hear you clearly. Now, speak up.
All I can tell you is that it seems to be suicide, and she's only been dead a short while.
Well, did she leave a note?
No, not that I could see.
Well, from what she told us this morning and the condition she was in, she didn't need to leave a note. Or maybe she did and somebody nicked it. You were in the dorm, weren't you, Andrea? You saw her hanging there.
I tried to warn them, but they wouldn't take any notice. Kept saying it was just a reaction from being in solitary confinement. I could see it was more than that. The woman was desperately ill. Why wouldn't they listen to me?
They're screws. They think all prisoners are subnormal.
Hey, what's this I hear about Linda?
Yeah, Bea, it's true.
Oh, God, poor kid. I wonder what finally pushed her over the edge.
The state she was in, it could have been anything. Just the wrong word at the wrong time would have been enough.
From what she told us this morning, I'd say it wasn't a case of what pushed her over the edge, but who.
Look, what would you know about it? You've only just arrived in this place.
She told Kate and me the whole story this morning.
Oh, I'll bet she did. Look, she was sick mental. She didn't know what she was doing. Did she tell you that she tried to kill me in the hospital?
Yes, and she told us why.
Linda's friend was dead. She was going to be sent up for 20 years, and you had what? About another week to serve? You self-centered pig. Oh, shut up, and leave me alone!
I've had a gutful of your troublemaking. Let's go and see the governor. The rest of you, sit down and behave yourselves. Keep an eye on them till I get back. Come on, move along there.
Not bad. Where'd you learn to fight like that?
I had a boyfriend who was a boxer.
I still can't see why they couldn't just leave us where we were. It's so stupid. Just getting ourselves settled and they decide to move us in here. Why?
Don't even bother trying to work it out. The screws love changing their minds. It gives them something to do. And they like keeping you feeling unsettled. That gives them a sense of power.
Well, Officer Powell didn't seem too happy about the move either. It must have come from Mr. Fletcher.
How can you tell if Powell was happy or not? I haven't seen her face change since we first came in here. I'd say that she was one of those screws who's always on the lookout for a quick promotion. They're the kind you got to watch.
How can you tell? She might just have been in a bad mood at the moment.
She'd be in a bad mood at any moment. I know her. I've seen her type before.
You must have gone through a lot to know as much about prison life as you do. Will you tell me about it one day?
Only think about what's happening today and how you can use it for the future. For instance, moving in here. That's not such a bad thing, you know.
How do you mean?
Well, just look who we're sharing with. The great B. Smith, top dog of Wentworth. That's pretty useful.
Glad you feel like that about it. To be honest, it scares the life out of me.
Why? Don't you see? The boss of the prison usually picks up a few extra perks along the way. She gets treated a whole lot better by the other prisoners. And if you're on her team, some of it rubs off on you.
I've met B. Smith. I didn't exactly get the idea she was too happy about getting me on her team.
Oh, stop worrying, will you?
What's going on in here? What the hell do you two think you're doing?
Hi, B. Haven't you heard? Surprise, surprise. The screws have moved us in here with you.
Like hell, where's Doreen?
They moved her in with Judy Bryant.
Well, I've had enough of this bloody interfering screws. I keep the women in line for them, and this is all the thanks I get.
B, maybe it won't be so bad. I mean, we're 3 fairly intelligent women. Give it a chance. It could just work out.
Oh, shut up. Whose toothpaste is this?
Oh, must be mine. Sorry.
Well, put it back where it belongs. Other people have to use the basin too, you know.
Okay, I said I was sorry.
And where are you taking those?
I was just going to put them away.
Well, they're mine. That's where they live, that's where they have always lived, and that is where they are going to stay. This has always been my room, and you two are the newcomers. You are going to have to fit in with me. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure, B. We understand.
Bloody interfering screws, always changing things around. Well, if that's the way they want it, that's where they can damn well have it. They can run this place themselves. I've had it. Up in number 1 for a change.
Night, Kate.
Good night.
Night, B.
Yeah.